Hand-drawn animation in video games is a difficult but rewarding art style for developers. In my strong opinion, it's the best art style. I'm sure most people reading this enjoyed a hand-drawn indie game back in late 2017. I'm also almost positive that you know which game I'm talking about. Cuphead. Each individual boss, dynamic piece of the map, and even Cuphead himself was drawn hundreds or thousands of times. The game hits you with nostalgia, arguably the most compelling reason to buy a title. Those classic and wacky characters are reminiscent of cartoons we watched growing up. Bosses have creative and random movesets, and the music swells behind each battle, urging you to give that god-forsaken dragon level another go. Cuphead took 5 years to create, and it shows in every aspect of the game. So you're probably wondering why I'm rambling on about a game we all played years ago. It's because there's a new game with similar elements I've had my eyes glued to this past week. The developers put this game in the appropriately named Retroidvania genre. Let me ratchet you up to speed. Curse of the Sea Rats is a non-linear, hand-drawn radventure game. Non-linear meaning you can tackle each section of the game whenever you like. It's something I loved about Cuphead's stages. If I was getting fed up with a level, I'd go destroy some other level, and it looks like this title is taking it a step further, making the entire map accessible at all times. It's a key feature of Curse of the Sea Rats I'm looking forward to. The art style is reminiscent of animated movies with creative world design and likable characters. The main protagonist, David Douglas, looks straight out of a Disney show, and I think that's a fun design choice. The animations we've seen so far look flawlessly animated. One thing I will point out though is the background of the game is not hand-drawn, which might create a little bit of a disconnect. We'll have to wait and see. The game takes place in the late 18th century Ireland. In the story, you and 3 other prisoners are attacked at sea by a pirate witch. She casts a curse on you, transforming you all into rats. The only way to return to your normal bodies is to track down the witch and defeat her. It sounds like there's a lot of directions you can take this narrative, and the developers realized that, adding multiple endings to the game, something I love to see. I mean, who doesn't like truly having control over the story? Replayability does not look to be an issue with this title. You play as one of 4 different characters with up to 3 friends. There's David Douglas, the Patriot, Buffalo Calf, the Hunter, Buster the Fugitive, and Akane Yamakawa, the Shogun. It's a lot to ask for when it's obvious the developers are putting blood, sweat, and tears into making this game, but I'm personally hoping for variety in character combat mechanics, further than one character being the fast rat and one being the strong rat. The trailer also points to there being special abilities, like David's lightning and fire moves. I can't wait to see what creative designs and mechanics the abilities have, but as of now in development, all we can do is wait for more juicy spoilers. Let's get into the meat and bones. What made me get Cuphead vibes from this game from the moment I learned about it was boss fights. The game does have non-boss combat and what looks to be fun platforming, but the boss combat spoilers are what's seriously grabbing my attention. Combat the Pirate Witch's crew in what looks like awesome and thematic boss battles. Top on my list for bosses currently are Murat, who looks like a fire-shooting Dracula rat, and the massive unnamed octopus we see in the trailer. God, I hope that's a boss fight. We asked the developers what they think players will be enjoying the most. I would say experiencing the epic adventure in co-op mode and teaming up to fight the game's bosses. We'll definitely be talking about this game more over on our Twitter, @ZelotNews. You can keep up to date with Curse of the Sea Rats with their Twitter here and wish us the game over on Steam down below.